Get ready for high-speed action, because the FIA is sounding the alarm. The governing body has issued a serious warning following the repeat of the high-speed crash involving Oliver Bearman, stating that this incident should basically be avoided under the new F1 regulations starting next week in Miami. We dive into the technical details behind this safety concern and what the FIA is planning to change to prevent another incident.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALAN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the deep history of Formula One and the incredible passion behind it. Tommy Hilfiger has had a lifelong love affair with the sport, tracing his journey from attending races in the 60s to sponsoring Team Lotus and even designing uniforms for Michael Schumacher. Find out how this fashion icon became deeply embedded in the world of motorsport through landmark partnerships and exclusive collections. Now, we shift gears entirely to the electric revolution with Formula E Liberty Global CEO Mike Fries just dropped a bombshell regarding the Gen 4 car launch, calling it a Frankenstein and declaring that having half an electric engine is not the path forward. We explore the massive technological leap, the role of manufacturers like Porsche, and the bold vision for the future of electric racing. Finally, we get personal with the star power. Charles Leclerc has opened up about his essential pre-race routine, revealing the 3 non-negotiable things he does before getting into the Ferrari car. From his specific diet to his recovery strategy, discover the rigorous preparation required to compete at the absolute highest level of Formula One. Stay with us for the full breakdown. Formula One's governing body, the FIA, has announced regulatory changes aimed at preventing a repeat of a high-speed crash involving Oliver Bearman, stating that such incidents should be avoided in future races. The changes are set to take effect, starting with next week's Miami Grand Prix. The incident in question occurred at the Japanese Grand Prix last month when Bearman, traveling at approximately 190 mph, veered off track and struck a barrier while attempting to avoid a slower-moving competitor, Franco Colapinto. The speed differential was attributed to the 2026 car specifications, where Bearman was utilizing his boost mode for extra electrical power, while Colapinto was low on battery charge. Nicolas Tombazis, the FIA's single-seater director overseeing the 2026 rule development, confirmed the safety concerns. In a video statement, Tombazis acknowledged that situations arise where one car deploys insufficient power while another is attempting an overtake at high speed, identifying this as a significant safety issue under the current regulations. Tombazis proposed specific modifications, including restricting the impact of boost mode and reducing the maximum electrical power allowed on certain circuit sections, particularly corners or twisty areas, to mitigate such risks. So, in that respect, it means that the sort of problem we saw with Ollie Bearman's crash in Suzuka should basically be avoided from the next race onwards, Tombazis stated. Oliver Bearman commented on the previous incident on the Up to Speed podcast, attributing the speed difference to the existing regulations and suggesting Colapinto should have provided more space. Bearman expressed relief, saying he was fortunate to avoid a more severe collision. The FIA has indicated that while these changes are being implemented, they will remain subject to review. Tombazis stressed that the body will monitor upcoming races and implement further changes if necessary, emphasizing that intervention can occur on urgent safety grounds, even if it requires agreement from teams and manufacturers. Tommy Hilfiger is celebrating a long-standing and evolving relationship with Formula One, tracing his passion back to his childhood in Elmira, New York. Hilfiger recalls his first experience at a Grand Prix in 1965, which ignited his fascination with the excitement and international nature of the sport. This early enthusiasm led to a pivotal moment when he received a shirt from a pit crew and subsequently sponsored Team Lotus in 1988, which included designing the team's uniforms. The sport's global surge is credited in part to the popularity of the Netflix series Drive to Survive. Hilfiger further deepened his involvement in the mid-1990s by sponsoring the Ferrari team and designing uniforms for Michael Schumacher. This connection expanded further with a partnership with Lewis Hamilton for the Tommy X Lewis collection, solidifying the brand's embeddedness in motorsport. Hilfiger also served as the official fashion sponsor for the fictional APXGP team in the film F1, the movie. Most recently, Hilfiger has cemented its presence with a major deal with the Cadillac Formula One team, encompassing branding on cars, uniforms, and helmets, alongside the creation of official team kits for drivers, crew, and staff. This partnership also includes a fanwear collection merging Hilfiger's classic American style with motorsport themes, and a collaboration with lead driver Sergio "Chico" Perez. In anticipation of the Miami Grand Prix, Hilfiger has launched a limited edition drop featuring Miami-themed apparel such as graphic t-shirts, hoodies, and caps incorporating palm trees, the city skyline, and a Formula One car motif. While deeply passionate about the sport, Hilfiger has never considered a career as a driver. He shared personal anecdotes about his past involvement, including building go-karts and experiencing the thrill of driving a high-performance car, noting the intense feeling of speed and precision experienced during hot laps with a Formula One driver. Liberty Global CEO Mike Fries hailed the launch of Formula E's Gen 4 car as a significant moment, signaling a shift in the championship's identity following its evolution from a grassroots movement into a more robust, independent force in motorsport. Fry's commentary highlighted the technical prowess of the new car, which incorporates advanced features like traction control, torque split technology, and an active differential, positioning Formula E distinctly on the international stage. This technological leap coincides with broader industry trends, as global electric car sales have surpassed 17 million in 2024, with projections suggesting sales could reach 40 to 50 million by 2030. Formula E CEO Jeff Dodds emphasized that the current Gen 4 era represents a critical tipping point for electrification. Fries delivered a particularly provocative statement directed at Formula One, declaring that the prospect of a partially electric engine is a Frankenstein, asserting that all the way 100% electric is the only way. He further stated that the current championship is not a race, but a trajectory, going nowhere but up, underscoring Formula E's ambition to mature. Porsche, a key manufacturer, is at the forefront of prestige, boasting a double factory presence and significant influence on the future of the series. Porsche Formula E director Florian Modlinger praised the rapid technological evolution, noting the immense advancements in engineering over the last 8 years. While the technical hardware is impressive, the focus is now shifting to non-technical aspects, specifically strategic marketing and collaborative alignment. Jaguar team principal Ian James acknowledged a golden opportunity presented by the Gen 4 launch, stressing the need for unified effort. He noted that recent internal discord among teams and manufacturers has created an inward focus, urging Formula E operations and the FIA to collaborate to unlock the full potential of the Gen 4 project, warning that failure to align could mean failing to achieve world-class status. Formula One star Charles Leclerc has unveiled his essential pre-race routine, detailing the 3 key steps he takes before entering the cockpit of a Formula One car. The 28-year-old Monegasque, a prominent figure having moved from Sauber to Ferrari in 2019, boasts an impressive record of 8 victories, 27 pole positions, and 52 podium finishes throughout his career. Currently sitting third in the World Championship standings with 49 points, Leclerc is closely tracked by George Russell and Kimi Antonelli. When questioned about his rituals before a Grand Prix, Leclerc shared his routine, which centers on physical preparation and nutrition. He stated, "Yes, I do, the jumping rope, the cold bath, and the diet." Regarding his diet, Leclerc emphasized consistency, noting, "I tend to eat always the same thing before getting into the car." Proteins, either white fish or chicken, but in quite small quantities, and a little bit of carbohydrates, So probably rice is the easier one to digest before getting into a Formula One car. These are the two things that I eat before getting into an F1 car. Given the extreme physical demands of Formula One, Leclerc stressed the critical importance of recovery. He discussed his sleep regimen, admitting he doesn't strictly target 12 hours nightly, favoring an 8-hour goal, though he sometimes achieves 12 hours. Leclerc highlighted the increasing need for recovery in the sport's modern era, stating, "Recovery is more and more important. We have more and more races in Formula One. So always less time to recover. It's very important to be at your 100% all the time. You can only achieve that with recovery. Sleep is probably the core of it. I put a lot of importance on sleeping, yes.